no rat! You got any idea what Carmine Falcone do to me? Heard this kind of talk?
No, you don't want to talk about rats, huh? Maybe we can talk about what they did to my partner's face.
Holy God, what are you showing
around
me?
his head.
Come on! Open your eyes!
So I've been trying to think. I've been thinking. Lots and lots of thinking. I've been thinking. Mr. Flamingo. I've been thinking to myself, because I think in the third person, what are you going to review today? Or at all? I was like, man, that's a very good question. And then it came to me. I was like, you know, oh, the dog's here. Hello, dog. Hello, dog. I've been thinking, man, I'm gonna review The Batman. Starring Robert Pattinson, among others. The Batman focuses on Bruce Wayne 2 years into Batmaning. He's Batmaning, he's doing his Batman thing. And he has finally come across something different. Someone different. Now, usually he's just taking on petty crooks and mobsters, but now he's taking on somebody who tries to serve as an intellectual peer and see him on an equal playing field. Paul Dano's The Riddler. This movie does its best to encapsulate something different. The Dark Knight trilogy, my favorite Batman movies. They're very action-based. Even movies like, like Tim Burton's Batman. Everything's very action-based. Every so often they'll do some research, they'll drill a hole, they'll do what they gotta do, but like, then you get back into the fighting, and the action is what is the big focal point of a lot of those movies. But in this one, Matt Reeves, the Batman, we still have the action, but they open it up a little bit into the world of detective noir style, and I think that offers at least something a little different and something a little interesting to watch, because they're trying to discover why the Riddler's killing these specific people, trying to solve his riddles, while also trying to, look into other issues such as Thomas Wayne's alleged affiliations with the mafia, and Bruce just has to really buckle down and do a lot of research, and I think that that's really fun. I think Robert Pattinson puts on one of his best performances in a big budget movie. I think this puts any of his work to shame. My dad doesn't like him that much though, granted, but I think he would be okay with this movie. Zoe Kravitz is in this as Catwoman. Colin Farrell's the Penguin is so cool to look at because he looks nothing like Colin Farrell. John Turturro's in this, Jeffrey Wright. There's just a really nice cast. Like, it's a really good cast. The story is simple enough. Bruce Wayne's attempt to catch the Riddler before the Riddler's plans can work. All the supporting cast is fun. It's a very lengthy film, so you'd have to be willing to sit there and really take it all in. I wouldn't call it a Batman movie that's like on top for me, but I would call it definitely an enjoyable experience, and there's a reason it's successful, and there's a reason The Penguin is coming out, because it's a good movie, and it's gonna get its sequels, and it's gonna do great. Me personally, I'm still waiting for a Batman movie that explores like the deeper reaches of Batman mythos. Like, I want to see a Clayface, I want to see something different. I want them to re-tackle Mr. Freeze, though I loved Arnold, don't get me wrong. I want them to do that sort of thing, but for Matt Reeves, the Batman, I get it. I mean, Christopher Nolan's Batman movies work so well because they were set in the real world, they were a realistic Gotham City. This is like if Christopher Nolan's Batman movies were grounded in a real world kind of scenario, this would be like if the real world was brought into Gotham, like adding some realism to it, I guess, which isn't bad. I like this movie though. I think unless you aren't a fan of like plodding along noir, I think you'd dig it. I know I did.